Hello everyone, I am Aravind Adhikari. Welcome to our channel Research Life. This is the third video of our Revit tutorial series, and in this video I am going to talk about model selection. In the previous video we have discussed about model navigation. Click on the above link to watch that tutorial. So without further ado, let's jump into Revit. Let's open up a 2D view so we can see how to do selection very clearly in 2D view. Let's zoom this in. Okay, perfect. Look closely into this status bar. There are some tips there. It says click to select, tap for alternates, control adds, and shift unselects. These 4 tips cover all the actions of selection. Okay, let's see how they work. As you can see in the properties panel, now we are in the plan view. So all the information related to this plan, which is the foundation, is stacked here. Now let's hover around this plan. You see, when you place the mouse pointer on any line, it highlights temporarily. This is called pre-highlight. At the same time, basic information such as component family, type, and thickness are displayed near the pointer. But unless you click, it won't be selected. Once you selected this element, it becomes a permanent selection until you unselect it. As soon as you selected the element, information on the properties panel also change. See, it's changed to the basic wall, which is the family, and generic 150mm, which is the category. Below that, we have wall and a number within brackets. This means the selected element is belong to the wall type, and since we have selected one wall, the number 1 is displayed here. And all the properties related to the selected wall are displayed below, such as wall height, length, area, volume, and many more. All these information are here. Now let's see how to select multiple elements. Now we have selected one element. Now let's see how to select multiple elements. As instructed in the status bar, press and hold the control key of your keyboard and click on another wall. Now look at the properties panel. Still the family, category, and the type are the same because we have selected the same type of wall. But see, the number is changed to number 2 because we have selected 2 walls. All the common properties related to both of these walls are displayed here. Now let's select a different element. Let's add this curtain wall to the selection. Press and hold the control key and select this wall. Suddenly the family information changed to multiple families because the elements selected are belong to 2 families. Still the type of element is wall and the number of selected elements are 3. When you add this column footing to the selection, the type also changed to common. Now the properties common to this selection are also limited. If you add this dimension also to the selection, you will see an empty properties panel as there are no common properties in this selection. Now let's unselect one by one. How to unselect? Press and hold the shift key and then click on the element that you want to unselect. Now it will be removed from the selection. I'm going to unselect the elements one by one. At the same time, focus on the properties panel to see how it reacts to the current selection. If you want to unselect all, there are 3 methods. The first is to click on an empty space. See, it unselected all. Let's select this wall again. The next method to unselect is pressing the escape key of your keyboard. And the third is clicking on this modify button. It also does the same action. Up to now we have learned how to select element by clicking on each. When you have a complex drawing and you want to make a multiple selection, clicking and adding element by element is an exhausting and a time-consuming task. In this case, the tab key plays a major role. Let's hover the mouse pointer to this door. Do not click on the door and now press and hold the tab key. If you hold the tab key, you will get this blinking effect. We don't want that. So without holding the tab key, just press it once. Now it select the wall sections like a chain. Since my mouse pointer is at the inner side of this door, it selected the internal walls. Hover over to the external line of the door and now press the tab key. Press it again. Now click on the door to make the selection permanent. Using the tab key, you can make a selection as a chain if you have elements that belong to the same family connected with each other as a chain. Let's unselect this. Now let's talk about another multiple selection method. It is called box selection. You can draw a box by clicking and holding the left mouse button. Now draw a box from left to right. Keep your eye on the line of the box. It is a continuous line. Now let's draw one from right to left. Here you get a dashed line. Now let's see how these two boxes make the selection. With the continuous line, the element should be within the box to be selected. Focus on this column footing. When the selection box completely surrounds this footing, it will be selected. So the selection is a little bit conditional. Therefore, the number of elements that can be selected is limited with this type of box selection. But when you start from drawing right to left, elements are selected differently. Here, you only need to touch the element for that element to be selected. So a small box can select more and more elements. Using these selection methods, you can make more complex selections accurately and efficiently. For example, let's make a box selection using the box from right to left. Let's unselect this part. Hold the shift key to unselect. Let's unselect this part as well. Also, we can use single clicks to unselect elements randomly. Now this selection is more complex. The final method of selection is filtering. Suppose you need to select all the column footings in this plan. There are plenty of them. Selecting one by one is not efficient. Other methods also not applicable here. In this type of scenario, you can use filtering. To filter, first select the whole plan. You can use a box selection method for that. Now, under Modify tab, select Filter. All the elements selected are listed here. Click on Check None button to unselect all. Now here we have Structural Foundation. Select that, Apply and OK. See, all the column footings are selected just with a couple of clicks. So that's it for today's video. Keep practicing the selection. From next week onwards, let's start modeling. Until then, goodbye and stay safe.